Hello, Assalamualaikum, and welcome to a brand new episode of FaltuCast. What's your story? Today we have a special guest from India. She is Miss Earth, Miss India personality, Miss Commonwealth World, Miss Asia Pacific finalist, Miss Real Beauty, Miss Colombo Queen, Miss England Grand finalist, Miss Northampton, Miss Earth UK, and she's also a star in South Indian movies. Welcome to the FaltuCast, Bhavya.
Namaste. Greetings to
Walaikum assalam.
everybody. Ya walaikum assalam.
So, how are you today?
Fabulous. Work has kept me busy. So I'm really happy to connect with the entire UK crowd and the crowd of the world.
And thank you for being the part of the show. Okay, so my question in this show, we talk about childhood. So tell us about your childhood. Where were you born, and your studies and education?
Uh, well, I was a child model from, originally I'm from Mandya, that is from south of Karnataka. So I hail from this place called Nagamangala. My father is a renowned politician and an entrepreneur and very dynamic leader. And he's a star in his own right. So I come from a family of politicians and we've come a long way. And from the age of 8, the stint of modeling started, and I started modeling my first campaign for Weekender Kids. And after that, I was part of college fashion team, school fashion team to begin with, then college fashion team, and Miss India happened to me. After Miss India, I won Miss India Miss Personality. So that was Pantaloons Femina Miss India. So after which I kept on winning many titles. So in my memory, I've always been a contestant representing the country, and then the feeling when you represent a country and a nation, it's totally different. And when you're even representing a community, it comes with a lot of pride, and it comes with a lot of like integrity. So I feel very happy, and I think in I've successfully completed around 30,500 photo shoots, in United Kingdom itself. So I've done many shoots there. So which adds up to thousands of shoots, and that's what qualifies me to be the World Book Record holder, as successfully completing 30,500 photo shoots. And also by profession, I'm an educationist, and I've done doctorate in child development. I did my MBA, then I did my doctorate.
Doctorate is
People,
like PhD.
yes,
Okay,
PhD.
so you're done with your PhD.
Yeah.
So technically, you're Doctor Bhavya Gowda.
Yes, I am technically the Dr. Bhavya Gowda, and I'm born and bred in Bangalore,
Okay.
lived mostly in UK. As far as I remember, for graduation I came there. So after which I was there for about 7.5, 8 years easily. So that's when I went upon winning Miss Northampton, and it happened so that there was this show called Eclectic Plectrum, like in Northampton, in Milton Keynes. So my first show was there, a radio show. This was so it was hosted by U Devonport, my cross-cultural capability teacher, tutor, and then after which I was nominated as the face of a Deccan and Chronicle newspaper, and then and I was shortlisted immediately for the fabulous face of Northampton. So I was the first runners up at that point of time because they wanted a British girl to win the pageant. And after which, the first runners up and the winner will go to Miss England Grand Finalist. I was part of Miss England, so I was in the top 5. Then I was from Miss England. Since I was in the top 5, I got an entry to Miss Earth. So then on, I won Miss Earth. I represented Northampton. So because I had raised a lot of funds for British Red Cross and RNID, and a lot of funds for people for backward classes. So I got a lot of recognition by the United Kingdom government. I was very closely working with the House of Commons, and that's when I got recognized and was promoted, and I got this very prestigious title, Miss Earth United Kingdom. And yes, this calls me from India, from Mandya, India, to United Kingdom, and then yes, made my own mark in my own way.
So we will go back to your childhood, since you were celebrity since your childhood. How were your friends were reacting to your, like, you were the star in the school, obviously, since you were modeling. So how were they treating you? Did you get any extra marks from the teacher since you were the celebrity?
Talha, actually, the thing is, I come from this very traditional family. I come from a South Indian traditional family, and I had this. I have a very strict mother who brought me with, who believed so that discipline is everything. So they believed in a lot of discipline, ethics, and etiquettes. So I always had that, and I was very responsible child. I was never, irresponsible or something. So I used to, I'm actually in the politicians fraternity. I'm the first Indian, Asian, Wakaliga girl to actually like get 97, the highest ranking in my languages and in mathematics and in science. So I was a very bright student. So that actually striked me to move ahead in the, in the radar of education. So somewhere I was very fortunate. I understood concepts at a deeper level, and I loved studying, and I loved adding value to education. So I enjoyed studies basically. So I'm somebody. Not even one day my parents forced me to study. I did it voluntarily, and after which they realized that I am not the regular child, because my grasping power was very high, and I used to dedicate a lot to studies. Time was dedicated too much, and I was very disciplined. From maybe, see, to be disciplined, I did not be from an army background, so I am disciplined because of my family. And the more I don't know, this came because I used to. My brother was very naughty, so when my mother was talking to him, I used to become very careful. So I used to know do my duties properly, and I used to do my homework. And I remember in 2000 and yeah, 2013, I was invited in Mount Carmel College, the college where I studied, as a chief guest there for their cultural activities. And I saw around 2,000 girls were literally surrounding me for autographs. And I still remember that college, I had like 64 professors coming down to talk to me. That's the amount of love. As a student, I really scored, like 100 on 100. So even till date, they all really admire me, and they say nothing is impossible for a Bhavya Gowda. So I have that love and that affection. From schooling to college, I've had great, remarkable journey, and I believe that the word you has success has you in it, and it's always pointed towards you, and you are responsible for your own success. So I believe that, and I believed in three P's like perseverance, perfection, and passion, which has actually made me a very strong individual. So you need to believe in yourself. You need to, perceive something. So with passion and with perfection, you will automatically reach your end goal. So now I don't know what has life in store for me, because I come from this hardcore political family. My grandfathers were politicians. My father is politician, and my brother is a politician. So political calling was always there. But I believed in humanitarian concern, and I never believed in doing politics, or any favoritism to anybody. I am a very unbiased, very lethal thinker. So I think good for everybody, and I think good for community. I think my view and my angle towards human race is totally different. Being Miss Earth, we are definitely beauty for a cause. So we believe in conserving the environment and doing a lot of activities to empower women, and to bring about a liberal nation wherever you are. It doesn't matter you're in United Kingdom or you are in India or you're in Pakistan. It really doesn't matter. So end of the day, what is most important is you need to believe in yourself and work towards your dreams and space out your work and believe in what you do. And I think that itself, you combated half your success journey. So then ongoing it, you move ahead, and definitely you will become very successful in the future, Talha. So that's what
That's
about it.
amazing. What was your favorite subject while you were growing up, by the way?
Subject.
Yeah, your favorite subject while you were growing up. What was your favorite subject?
Okay, I love economics. Economics was my favorite subject, because that's something which I really enjoyed studying. Diminishing marginal utility, and even demand and supply graph. And I loved economics when I was in college, but that is. And then when I was in school, I loved English as a language, because I was studying my IGCSE. So in IGCSE we had like English as a first language. So that was higher English we had. You appear in the exam for 125 marks, but I was really faring very well in English. I loved English language. As a language to learn. And I still remember my best teacher, my favorite teacher. I studied in Bishop Cotton's between. I'm a Cottonian. Then I moved to Mount Carmel College. Bishop Cotton has 100 years of history. Bishop Cotton is one of the most beautiful Christian college in Bangalore. So it is known for its legacy, and definitely some of the most promising personalities are from Bishops and Mount Carmel College. And your favorite BG is also from, Bishop Cotton's and Mount Carmel. And yes, yeah, from Cottons. And I had this English teacher called Basu. So she was completely amazing, an amazing individual, the way she used to teach people, and she was just amazing. So I still remember her thought process, and her teaching methodology was fantastic. So 10 on 10. So I was really enjoying. I think the entire credit goes to this fraternity of teachers who made education very interesting for everybody. So I feel it is a responsibility in today's advent and age, Talha, because we run schools. I'm an educationist. I understand majority of the teachers are by chance, not by choice. So that is, it is just reducing. The passion towards teaching is reducing largely, because teachers are most neglected lot in the country. So I feel we should do something for teaching faculty, and give them a lot of importance, and make them get the workshops, proper training, because a country to be potentially very advanced, or a developing economy to be developed, it's very important for them to have a good educational like courses and classes, and especially good teachers. A country needs good teachers. I think philosophers, teachers, philanthropy, all this comes from the basic knowledge, and that knowledge happens in schools. We run schools largely. So since I'm my first love is little kids, kindergarten, then the primary, then the middle and the high school, then the A levels. So I dream to create a university town, like a Royal Concord University town. Our schools are called as Royal Concord International School, and they are groups of institution. We are chains of schools. So my father is my visionary and me. It's his brainchild. So Sri L.R. Gowda is my father, and Sudha Gowda is my mother. And yes, I'm married to one of the most promising actors of the South. I'm married to Rajiv Rathod. So he's also a popular film star. So he's a star in his own right. He's come a long way. So yes, I am really enjoying my life out here in India. And yeah, Talha. So I'm happy to be in your podcast actually, because
Thank you for being
most
here.
of the story, my story is like an open book. From the time I've come to England, everybody was interested to know, the importance of haldi, as an Indian culture, because we in Indian weddings we use haldi. So from that to the culture and the weddings in India, because they're very popular weddings.
Yeah.
So that's what. Yeah, Talha.
So you did some movies as well in South. How was your experience?
See, film is something which I never thought I will be in. But I did my acting class from London School of Entertainment and Arts, just for about under Brian Thimoni. I did for about 8 to 9 months. I did this class just for fun, because somewhere there was always an actor within me. And I'm a more theater person. So I felt that a part of me was always acting. And I enjoyed the entire process of, the art or that being like method acting. I really enjoyed that. So somewhere that driven me to I was actually discovered by Saima Akram. Saima Akram was a Pakistani makeup artist. She was the first makeup artist to gave me break in UK actually, because first photo shoot was really very different one. So I met her in the cross country train, and she just happened to give a card, and I went to the first shoot, and that completely changed my life. So till now, on the record, I'm the highest model, celebrity, international, and Indian celebrity who's done so many photo shoots in United Kingdom also. So yeah, it brings me proud. Like it makes me feel very happy basically, because I have never felt, they made me feel very comfortable. And all of you, because I used to go to this shows. I was also part of Asiana magazine, Sahur, Anisha Vasani. So we used to do a lot of shoots together, and I used to go, a lot of them, Saima Ahmad to, a lot of, artists, Dina Upul. Dina was also there last time she had come down. We did a lot of shoots together. And Simon Walden. I've worked with some of the best photographers in the country and in the world. So I feel very fortunate to be exploring myself as a skilled an actor or a skilled model. I feel that exposure and that meet and greet with people has opened a lot of the emotions within me, and I feel so eloped. I think I'm a blessed kid like that. Touchwood, I've been having the best time. I had best time in UK. I've always, the reason why, Talha, is I've been very grounded from day one. See, I did this very big music video for Sunny D and Jazzy B. Okay, so with Majid Hussain. So we did a music video, and that was fun. It was just, I just wanted to do something different, so I did music videos. So and then modeling kept me very busy, everyday photo shoots, and along with that, education. And I came down to India because I had to take over and run these schools and be a biggest support for my father. So that is the reason why I'm back here, making an impact, in India. But it's very different from UK. If you ask me, in India, it's very difficult to make a mark, very difficult. But in UK, people encourage you a lot. That's something which I see. It's not because it's developed economy and we are developing economy. Here, people don't want others to grow. They don't motivate.
Yeah,
Very
they
few
like to
people you
leg.
feel,
They like to pull the leg.
yeah, they don't understand. First of all, they don't understand what is real talent. So everybody has one uniqueness or one potential, but they don't know how to explore that uniqueness and potentiality. So what is the point? So now it is not like that in UK. If I was there, every day I worked. Needless to say, nobody's put me down like I'm an Indian, yevo. But here, there's a lot of gender inequalities, and there's a lot of differentiation. Not only, you see, I have been a very strong woman. I've done a lot of things, but I have really, my father has brought me up so strongly to face the life basically as a warrior. So I think that is, I'm gifted to do that, and I'm gifted to come from certain family which gives me a lot of emotional and mental courage. That's very important. And again, whom I'm settled with and married or whatever. So I am very strong, independent women, and BG is something, I'm an irreplaceable star. So I've always been very, very promising. But my only thing is, when it comes to, when you're talking about politics, now when I think about politics, it's favoritism, gender inequalities, and it'll be more of biased watchdog, or even their discrimination when it comes to women. And this is segmentation what they do. And somewhere I feel that's really not necessary, because if you are good in something, end of the day you're good at it. Be it, it really doesn't matter you are what sex you are. It really doesn't matter if you're a woman or see, because I've been a topper, I've been a rank holder, and ongoing I've been achieving so many awards and accolades. And recently also I achieved this award. It's called Indian Icon Awards. So you must see this. It's one of the most it's not visible.
Yeah, it's now it's visible. Yeah,
Yes, so this award I received yesterday. So I feel very, very happy. So this is an
congratulations.
appreciation award. Thank you so much. So this is, it's called an Indian award. So it is, iconic. They've called me iconic influencer of the year. Well, I'm not only an influencer. Influencers just part of it, but I think I want to really change people's life. I think end of the day, the contentment when you add value or enrich others' lives is something way beyond any politics, way beyond any. It's immeasurable. So that is what it is. And India, I feel, for it to be developed, the only way Indian nation can be developed is through literacy. So literacy campaigns and enriching younger minds with quality based education, that is something which will take you places. Let me tell you, today if I am headstrong or if I'm talking about any concept under the sun, it's only because Bhavya Gowda has become a BG because of the knowledge what I've acquired. So this is sheer hard work. It's nothing to do with my family background or what have I done. It has got nothing to do with that. See, I am a loner. I've been strong. I've stood on my foot, and I've been so, independent thinker. And that is because the knowledge what I have acquired from various institutions. So from various people whom I derive as influencers. And today I have become in such a position that people take my advice for a lot of things. So I think that comes as an extra, like brownie points always. And people literally, because my opinions are important for many like decisions. So that is something which is making a huge impact. And when it comes to education stream, I am constantly working towards research and development of newer methodologies in teaching and developing better teaching aids for or workshops for teachers, and and make them better skilled, so that skill India moment is very important. So which will enable the country to become better in all aspect. So it really doesn't matter which country where we are, as far as we look at what is the development of the country. So I'm just being the voice of the millions. So the voice of the millions is very simple. If you're educated, if you know what you're talking, if you know what is the concept you're talking about, and you have an openness towards knowledge, I think that is what which will make you a better person, and that's what will take you places. I think rather than just comparing and telling I am better, I am less, it really doesn't matter, because everybody has their ups and lows. So there, it's always there in life. Life is a beautiful journey, so we all take it with stride. And today is good, tomorrow can be bad, and another day can be better. So life is, a lot of changes, and we have lots of ups and downs. So I feel every country should focus on their their education segment and strengthen their education segment, even in UK, because I see a lot of parents doing home tutoring, which is important, but at the same time there is no alternative for classroom learning. So it's very important for children to go to class and learn, because at home you can't learn everything, because when you're having 9 to 10 subjects in a day, that is different. You're learning, and even your class, you're learning, you're picking up a lot of good things from your colleagues, so you're learning a lot of better things. And some people are skilled, you'll develop a lot of competition, you'll develop challenge in your mind, and you'll become more flexible, in doing athletics sports. So India is known for playing athletics. And see, like we all know, best doctors are from India, best scientists are from India, best philanthropists from India, best educationists from India. So every country has best practitioners and best people. So I feel every country should look at their inner assets and people who are of great value, and they're doing a lot of things. So it is very important for each one of the individual to understand their strength and work upon their strength and deliver the best possible to their country. So I think that is very important in my view.
That's amazing. Since you have a plan to become a politician, I guess, so I have a very relevant question. What do you think about the cross culture art and movies? Because the situation between Pakistan and India is always shaky, and now there have been some bans, and vice versa. Indians cannot work here, and neither Pakistani can work there. So, what do you think about it?
See, for me, if you ask me, see, India is great in its own way, and for everybody, their country is big. For everybody, their country, because I have lived in abroad, I know what is the difference. But the thing is, they celebrate their own country, but they have never made me feel out of place, frankly speaking. But India has See, India, we Indians are great when it comes to, because we don't believe in doing the diversified the game and stuff like that, because we believe in humanity. As far as I know, we Indians are very welcoming. We love different race, because we have Indo-Pakistan treaties, and we are always been open towards different countries, different nationalities. And when it comes to politics also, I think India has a way of fundamentally, because we are very rich by culture, so we are different when it comes to projecting our own emotions and stuff like that. So I definitely feel that there is definitely a barrier always, but I feel a lot of people have broken that. And for me, they have been extremely kind, they've been extremely good. And I don't support anybody, and I don't blame anybody, so it's just how the country is.
No, it's
But
not
I
about
feel,
blaming or
have you
anything.
been to India? Firstly, have you been to India?
No, my ancestors are from India, by the way.
Oh, lovely. That's very
Yeah.
nice. That's very
So
nice.
yeah, they migrated in 1947. So I do have family there. So the question was, do you support the cross culture thing?
Definitely, definitely. I think we have to be open-minded, and we have to encourage somebody who's talented, somebody whose culture is rich. We definitely, we can't be anti of it, right? So we just accept it, and we just encourage. If it's good, it's good. It's bad, it's bad. So it's just you should just be open towards talent and skill. I think if somebody is skilled, somebody is doing well, you definitely need to applaud. It really doesn't matter where they're coming from, being from Australia, Zimbabwe, it really doesn't matter, an American or whatever. So because I have lived in UK, what I have learned is human race is one. So I've never believed to diversify this. I've never believed, even as Miss Earth, what we have thought is we are all one and we're all humans. So I think that has more value than any country issues, or any caste issues, or any sex issues. It really does, gender issues especially. So it really doesn't matter for me. For me, it's about progress, and the progress will happen with like-mindedness and the openness. I feel after a certain level, see, you're born and you're dead. So what do you make out of that life? That 30,000 beautiful days is what is most important. See, a man lives and enjoys his life for 30,000 days. So what you learn and what you deliver is just between that space. So I feel that is very important. And what you're in our Hindutva, there's something called as karma. So what you do, the karma follows you. So you do good, good follows you. You do bad, bad follows you. So that is very important. So I feel, see, you need to sometime, because since your ancestors are Indians, so you need to know how we Indians are, and how we project things, and how we are, and how beautifully, like, we respect everybody. So I feel that is the culture what we follow, and that's what is taught in a traditional home. So in traditional homes in India, it's taught that mehman bhagwan hota hai. So whoever comes, they are the guest, so they are like god. So that is very important. So I feel it's just that they just want to divide, and they just want to do all this, which is just waste of time. In my opinion,
Okay.
I feel it's everybody's one.
I would like to invite you into Pakistan and see the hospitality here. And since we have a few minutes left here, I want you to give a final message or to the youth what you want to share with the world.
You should come to India. Well, I am a proud Indian. I feel very happy. I feel very honored, because, like I already said, that we are all really the school of thought we are coming from, and the tradition what we are coming from is very rich, and we add value to a lot of people. And I feel, life is like a beautiful white paper. And all the institution where you study, what you do, where you learn, where you become proficient, everything is like getting a pen and putting the ink. But you are the one who's going to write your own story. So I feel each one of you are gifted. Each one of you have bestowed with uniqueness and potentialities, and explore your likeness or your fondness towards certain concepts. Or for example, if you're good in singing, you chase your dream. Never give up, never give up. I feel somewhere one should never give up, and keep chasing their dreams, and look forward for the best of the both proximities. And you should just be a go-getter. So never let any stone unturned. So make sure that you blossom into a beautiful flower, do lots for the country. And, believe me, I have been very promising, and I have been, an Indian who has made a lot of difference in United Kingdom. But I would definitely tell that, there are a lot of inspiring stories to be taken away. So I'm somebody who was very protected. I'm somebody who's come from this rich background. When I say rich in culture background, and yes, wealthy families, but yeah, politician families. I'm God gifted. But what made me, I came to England as a normal student, and I became, the voice of many people. So yes, so I feel very happy, and it will be with me and will remain with me, and I'll nurture my thoughts. And my experience and my journey in United Kingdom largely was irreplaceable. And everybody's journey is their journey, but I've had a fantastic time. And I would say people who want to go abroad and read, and definitely I think that will add a lot of value, because when you're going overseas and you're exploring different culture and subjects, and different way of, because in England there's open book exams, which is not there in India at all. So open book exams are also it was very enjoyable, very nice. So you do a lot of thesis, you will give a lot of papers and things like that, where in India it is not like that. It is all experiments and stuff like that. But in India it's more written exams and stuff. So yes, so reality based learning is quite popular there. And I feel it's a must to experience both. And a lot of CBSE schools are very promising in India. Now ICSE is there, and IGCSE, IB also will be shortly. Like everybody has this openness towards IGCSE and IB subjects also. So yes, longing to see a better India and a fruitful India. And learning is the only key to success. So never, there is an angel at the blade of every grass, which sits and says, grow, grow, grow. So growth is inevitable. Growth is never should never be stopped. So one should grow throughout in their life. So I feel it is a continuous growth, and it's very important for each one of us to grow, grow, grow. So yeah, so that's about it, Talha.
Thank you, Gowda, Bhavya, for giving us your time. And I hope you do well in your future with the education thing. And I hope to see you again on my show someday soon.
Thank you.
Take
Thank you,
care.
Talha. I'm really happy. So thank you for the entire, the cast, yeah, and the entire viewers who are watching this beautiful episode. I think Talha is doing phenomenal in his own
Thank
right,
you.
and
Thank you.
it's small initiative to put forth real life heroes in front of you. So I'm a warrior. I've been a real life hero, combating life in my own style. I'm really happy. Thank you, Talha, for this amazing interview. And yeah, looking forward to hear more from you.
Thank you. Take care. Allah
Thank
Hafiz. Bye bye.
thank